Hello and welcome to Ageless Rock. Today, we are going to check out a temple hardly anyone is talking about. This will be a great site to visit on your vacation because there will be very few tourists at any given day and time of your visit. This temple is called Chaw Srei Vibol Temple. It is also known locally as Wat Tra. Chaw Srei Vibol Temple is not very famous even in Cambodia and is very much unknown to people outside of Cambodia. There isn't any statues or carvings of Buddha. In fact, it has so few carvings, it is hard to determine what religion it belongs to. For now, it is known as a Hindu temple. There are no carvings or inscriptions to give us any idea who built this temple. However, archaeologists seem to give credit to King Suryavarman I. So based on that assumption, we are told it is believed to be approximately 1,000 years old. There is also a possibility it was started by King Jayavarman V. Based on elevation of about 56 meters or 185 feet above sea level, this temple is considered a hilltop temple with a moat where the northern side is now dry enough for agriculture. The length of the moat is about 1.5 kilometers and the width is about 1 kilometers. The inner moat measurement is approximately 650 meters wide and 1,100 meters long. A simple calculation will give you a total area of 1.5 million square meters. The temple area is about 715,000 square meters. Therefore, the total moat area is about 785,000 square meters. At a glance, it looks like the temple area is bigger than the moat area, but actually there is more water surface than land surface. This temple sits on top of a hill and is known as a hilltop temple as well. If you look at the satellite image, you will notice that the northern half is very much an agricultural land. If you look at the elevation above sea level, you will notice that the northeast corner at about 30 meters above sea level is highest compared to the other three corners, which are about 27 meters. The center is the main temple, offset a little towards the west, its highest point at 56 meters. So you can imagine where the water runs when it rains. This moat relies on collecting rainwater within 1.5 million square meters or 371 acres of land. If the north side is dug back to its original depth, it would be a beautiful complete moated temple after 3 months of heavy rain during the monsoon rain season. There is a diagram of the layout of the temple and you can see it is very big. It looks like the center is offset to the right, but the land area is much bigger than this. If you put the diagram on the map, it will look something like this. The center is actually skewed to the left, with the water collected at the southwest of the moat that form an L shape. I am thinking there is a possibility of two moats. The northwest quadrant is probably dried long enough to have a school. If you put the diagram on the map, it will look something like this. The center is actually skewed to the left and is centered from north to south. The second inner moat is just my wild guess. But my bigger guess is, could it be this temple of this magnitude comes with an intelligent design for spiritual purpose we will never know? Chaw Srei Vibol Temple is a typical Cambodian style temple with laterite stone walls around the moat, but don't expect to see anything magnificent here. Some parts of the wall can still be strong and in good condition. However, some parts of the wall is in complete ruin. It is hard to believe that ancient Cambodians quarried laterite from somewhere, stacked them into beautiful polygonal walls, but are now finding it difficult to restore, and only wooden structures are temporarily used to hold it for as long as not enough people are interested in restoration. Residents in and around this mood temple are just making the best use of what is logical. Shallow waters can be used for paddy field or for ducks. Dry area can be used for fruit trees of your choice. Near the temple, there is a pool. It is at southwest of the laterite wall enclosure. It looks like a 50 meters by 25 meters structure. It looks small from the diagram and tiny compared to the entire moat temple. If this is a palace, then it would have been called King's Pool. But this is a temple, so it is a water tank. Water tank near or next to a megalithic temple is known religiously as a place to take a dip to revitalize the body by way of balancing the positive energy. For example, if a person is always angry and hateful, can take a dip, meditate to calm down, and the intelligent design of the megalithic temple will take care of that anger and hate. Then arising from the pool is a rejuvenated individual with calm and peaceful mind. If this is true, then this is key to end any war. On the south side of the center of the temple is a structure we call the cruciform structure. It is hard to believe that we do not know what this structure is for. It doesn't look like an easy thing to do, and it should be important. So important and hard to do, but ended up clueless today. Doesn't really add up. Inside the cross structure is an amazing structure that looks like a tunnel. Polygonal sandstones were stacked nicely into a pyramid-looking interior. The immediate question that comes to mind is, what is it for? For now, your guess is as good as mine. The side windows were decorated with spindles that look like it can only be done on a lathe machine. If you look at each individual circle, you can see that they are all made individually. This is not a mass production of spindles. The spindles were slotted into square holes like Lego blocks. The gap between the base and the spindle makes you think this was done with a high-tech machine cut with precision, where, when it was newly completed, there was no gap. There are many hauntingly beautiful monuments with roots growing down from the top. Don't forget to check out the equally beautiful spindles, which until today we are actually still debating how they were made. By walking around virtually, I stumbled upon this lion-looking statue. This is definitely an unfinished statue of a lion in sitting position. A typical statue anyone would like to put in front of their house. But look at the striations. It doesn't look like anything an ancient soft chisel can do to a block of sandstone. By just taking a wild guess, it looks like it was shaped with a tool that rakes with a powerful cutting motion, or it was soft like clay when the creator was shaping it. Look at these two monoliths. The striations are similar to what you see on the unfinished lion statue. But these are mysterious monoliths of Rantegesak Buntultili in Toraja of Sulawesi Island in Indonesia. You can check out my video on this in Indonesia playlist. What are the odds that Torajans of Sulawesi have the same ability to rake sandstones and shape into things we have no clue today? What are the odds that after all the hard work, they didn't do a mega stone Buddha or Linga? The unknown ancient builders created a megalithic culture where everything must be made of stone, and we have no clue why. There is quite a bit to cover on this temple, and I will share with you in my next video something that is stranger than anyone is talking about. Well, that's all for now, and see you in my next video. Thank you for watching and have a wonderful day. Lehai.